Hi, in this session, we're going to use Canva to create a vision board. So we're going to use Canva to create visual resources, and we're going to give you opportunity to visualize your goals for the future. So what are vision boards? So really they're a collage, so pictures, words that represent what you're aiming for, your goals and your dreams. They're said to help you gain self-awareness and self-reflect on what's important to you. So a little bit on why you might want to make one. So for teachers, this is a really great activity to do with your students to help them sort of visualize their goals. You can see here on the slide, it says initial research suggests that they can help us more easily reach our goals, and they can help us imagine what a positive future can look like, which can increase positive emotions and optimism. And these emotions create opportunities and increase the chance of success. So these are a lovely way to work with students, maybe in tutorial, to think through what they're wanting from life and education, and to try and pick out those things and visualize them. So vision boards come from the idea of manifesting, and if you see it, you believe it, it happens. Some people are a little bit suspicious of this, perhaps don't think it's such a great idea to be thinking what you want all the time. So an alternative that you could do with students, particularly if students are feeling low or you're feeling low and you want to really emphasize what's good about life, is a gratitude board. And they can be a vision board, a visual representation of things but you are grateful for. And this really, and there's been a lot of research on gratitude and writing down what you're thankful for, but it helps you think more positively and is meant to increase your overall well-being. So again, another nice twist on the idea of collage, but for well-being, that you might want to do with your students. So let's get into it a little bit more. So today we're going to use Canva, and that's what this session is all about really, is showing you how you can use a digital tool like Canva, which is free to use, and particularly if you're a teacher or educator or student, you can get this for free. So all the sort of premium features are free for you, so this is the ideal opportunity to sign up. If you're watching from my college, Solihull College, then we have free access to this, so just sign in with your work email and you'll get all the premium features. And what can you use it for? Well, so much. It's graphic design tool, and it makes graphic design really easy for people. So you can create social media posts, presentations, posters, videos, logos. I'm using Canva right now to record on this, but it just makes visual presentations look maybe a little bit more professional, a little bit more creative, a little bit more engaging. And it's a free tool, so I hope that you get a chance to practice using it within this session. So I wanted to show you some examples. So this is my example. I did this one back in September. I just like to use lots of images rather than categorize things, but we'll look at some other alternatives in a moment. So you can see different pictures to do with what I'd really like for my life. Obviously it includes AI. And some digital stuff, but that's really helped drive me in my career. There's also stuff about family, about my house, how I want to live. So I've considered all of those things. And now we're going to have a look at a couple of others as well. This one here, Emily, our learning technologist, has done, and this one's her perspective on a vision board. She's put the date in, so the year that we're focusing on, put some keywords, and she's also put images in to do with her career, also possibly her upcoming wedding, I think, here, and some inspirational things that she would be able to explain to you and would mean meaning for her. And then lastly, we've got Maurice's vision board here. So a different take again. He's actually used one of the templates out of Canva. He's he's searched for templates and put vision boards in and used one of the existing Canva templates to use. And we'll have a look at those again. But that's given us these lovely photo frames that then he's inputted images in. So we can see that Maurice wants to be a strong man. But he's also found a lovely quote in there and labeled them with headings. And these are all things that you can do in Canva with ease. So let's move on and have a look at Canva. Okay, so this is Canva homepage, and in order to do a vision board, what we're going to do is go to create a design up here in the corner. We're going to click on that, and the easiest way is have a look at the sort of suggested search items, and I'm going to go for a poster A3 landscape. So because I want to do a vision board that I want to be able to print out and put on my wall, I want an A3 template. What you can do also is click on custom size, and you can put the measurements of the document size that you want, but this is just quicker and easier to do it this way. So I'm going to click on that one, and it's going to give me a blank template. And then, so I've got a blank page here basically that I can fill. So there are different ways to approach this. What you could do is start in templates, and you could type in here vision board, and you can see what comes up. So you can see that Canva has loads of ready-made templates that we can just use and fill with our own ideas. And it's the same for everything, really. So before making it from scratch, it's always worth having a look at a template. Now, see, I tend to like to make things a bit more creative, but in this case, if you are maybe not so design minded, then you might want to make life easier and give yourself a template. So if we just click on this one, this has given us a cool template, but everything in this is customizable. So we can take out, see, it's got a heading here. I don't really like the font here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the font to, I'm going to go with this one. Okay, my goals. And of course it's too big now, so I'm changing the size. So everything you can do, you can delete, you can resize, you can change. If I was starting with a blank slate, so I'm just going to show you differently. So I'm going to add a different page. Okay, if I was starting like this, if I were doing it, I'd go first to background, and I'd find myself a nice background that I'd like. So you can see here recently used. Again, you can use the search function. So I'm going to go for something like sky. I like clouds, pink fluffy clouds and things like that. So I'm going to pick that. If I want to add text to this to give it a heading, okay, I need to go back to this sidebar here and click on text. And then I can either just add headings like clicking into these, or I can look at more different style headings here that are ready made for me. I'm going to, for this one, pick the main heading. It's going to make heading for me. I'm going to delete the text, and I'm going to put vision board in here. So I'm just typing in that box. Again, if I highlight this text, I can make it bigger, like by increasing the numbers. I can change the text color by clicking on this A, and then I can pick out colors that I'd like. So I can pick any colors I like. However, what's lovely about this is it'll also, if you've used photos in the image, you can pick out colors from the image. In this case, I'm probably not going to go for that because, look, it's not very bold, and I want it to be easy to read. So I'm going to go back to colors, and I'm going to pick out like a pale color so that there's more contrast there. Other ways that you can alter the text are by dragging like this. You've also got all your different options there, okay? And play around. There's different things you can do with effects, make the text a little bit different. There's tons of things you could do. So really you just need to have a little explore. So that's how we add text. Then I want to add some pictures. So for this, I'm going to go to elements, okay? Again, I've got a search box. So I'm thinking about my life, what I want in my life. Maybe I want to go to the beach. So I'm going to type in beach. So it will give you an option of graphics, photos, videos, shapes, and then you choose what you want. If you want photos on yours, you pick a nice photo. Sometimes I like graphics with presentations and things, so I might pick this. Because it's a vision board, I'm going to go with photos. I'm going to find a nice picture of the beach, and I'm going to click on that, and it's just going to bring it across straight away. Okay, again, I'm going to edit that picture, so I'm just going to have it in a portion of my vision board, and then I'm going to keep adding more and more and more. So again, I'm going back to elements. Let's think. I want, what was in my other one? I want a extension to my house. So I'm going to type in house extension. Can't afford it. Don't know when it will ever happen, but I really want one. Okay, so then I would pick a picture that really outlines what I want. Oh yes, this one. Okay, and I'm going to immediately, I click on it, it comes in, I'm moving it, I'm manipulating it, and I'm putting it on my vision board. Okay, so you can do it from scratch, you can do it like that, you can add text, you can add images, loads of lovely things. The other thing, if you're using a template, is how to navigate around that. So for this one, I like this, but I don't want that photo. So I could delete that. So I'm just saying I'm holding the whole photo here. So if I go to a picture, so if I put this picture and I drag it into there, it's going to add it to there. And again, I can do the same with the text. If I don't want text, I can delete it, or I can double click and I can edit it and write whatever I want there. So you're just going on, you're adding different things. Okay, so what I would say is just have a go, right? Use a template if you're not feeling so confident on the design. If you're more creative and you want to do something from scratch, then go for it. Pick out your background, pick out your text, pick out your elements and make it your own. And that's really how you do it. Okay, so I hope that was useful.